How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
What the heck is going on? Like, I'm not even being funny. What the heck is going on? I cannot believe the Tigers found their way to get back at the top of the news cycle. JB, what are we doing? What the heck happened? Right?
I think that's the cycle that everyone is in right now. The what the hell is going on as shown right here. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
No, that's absolutely perfect. Man, I'm telling you, here's the craziest thing, okay? I mean, we were talking about it yesterday, and it was about as close to a must-win. I hate the must-win stuff. I do. I can't stand it. By the way, good morning. At least we got football this weekend, right?
Thank God for that.
Tigers' last homestand this weekend against the Braves. In case you haven't peeked, the lead is down to 3.5. It doesn't feel like 3.5.
Hell, a while ago, it didn't feel like 15.
Dude, it's like, I hate saying this. It's an arduous watch. Like, it's painful. And I know I was told that it's a privilege. And it gets your heart racing, and we should be happy we're in this moment. I'm not happy right now. I don't think anybody else is. But it is 3.5, okay? You got the Braves in town. Try to get your manhood back this weekend, okay, fellas? I mean, right? Isn't that where we're at? Try to get your manhood back this weekend. Tigers fall again. 1 run. Can't blame Scooble. I had somebody tell me yesterday. And I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but I had somebody tell me yesterday, because, I posted, I said, hey, listen, you got the best pitcher in the world on the mound. Go take care of business today. Find a way to scratch a couple runs across. Obviously, they couldn't do that. And, somebody said to me, well, he hasn't been the best pitcher in the world in the second half of the season. So I've said this often, Google is my friend. Google's your friend, too. Like, you should use Google sometime to, like, fact-check yourself before you say things, right? Heading into yesterday, he had a 2.31 ERA and a 93 whip. Wow. What an incredible fall-off, right? I mean, no disrespect to Skeens. You know what Skeens is doing in Pittsburgh, but my gosh, the guy's still, come on. I'll still take him. I will take Scooble. And this team just hates scoring runs right now. And it's arduous, and it's all the little things. We're watching Cleveland do to us what we did down the stretch last year. Just all the little things. And doing it with their bullpen. And getting unexpected, damn good starts from unexpected, not so good pitchers. It's insanity. So Cleveland has, in case you guys don't know, Cleveland has the Twins. Then they host the Tigers. Did I mention then they host the Tigers?
Yep.
And then they got the Rangers, who are fighting for their own existence as well. So it's not as easy as some people make it out to be, and especially if the Tigers can find a way to take their manhood back in Cleveland next week. And the Rangers, I don't know where it is by the time next weekend comes. Maybe they're eliminated by then. I don't know. They're a few games back in the wild card race. But one thing that I saw yesterday, JB, I saw it all over the place. Well, we might not win the division, but we still have the wild card. Do we? Like, seriously, have you guys looked at the standings? Especially if we swoon. If we swoon, do we? Could you imagine going from where they were at most of the season, not just on top of the Central Division, way on top of the Central Division, and oftentimes one of the best teams in baseball, a few times the best team in baseball, and always right there, once the Jays got hot, always right there with the Jays for best team in the American League. It would be a historic collapse. It would be absolutely a historic collapse. And JB, help me. Maybe this is the slap in me. I don't know. I'm still not ready to say it's all over. I'm still not there.
I don't think you should be there just yet. I mean, I'm looking at the standings right now as they are. Yes, I know Cleveland is slightly gaining ground on us inch by inch, but still, like, I think we have it locked in for at least the wild card spot in the MLB. But there are still a bunch of quality teams out here that haven't been eliminated just yet, and with only a couple games left in the season, I'm not ready to throw in the towel yet, and I don't think anyone else should be either. So with me, I'm still riding with the Tigers as it is. I mean, fucking Cleveland, damn it. I don't know why we couldn't just get one win out of the series, but like you said, you got the Braves coming up next. At least go out there, get your manhood back, prove to us that we aren't just letting everything slip away.
Dude, 7 straight wins for Cleveland, 12 of 13. And again, I'm not, you guys, Tarek Skubal, do I wish he could have gotten it, what was it, the 4th inning where he had 31 pitches? I think it was the 4th inning where he had like a crap load of pitches. I wish he could have gotten into the 7th, okay? And he lived a little dangerously yesterday with putting guys on base. But I'm going to take that. The inability of this team to scratch runs across the plate, I don't even know what to say. This is one of those, are we really having conversations like this? Are we really talking about the Tigers only being 3.5 up and literally pooping our pants?
Yep.
AJ Hinch on the loss.
Tarek on the mound, and he really had to battle. They did a good job of working him through a lot of tough innings, and then he finished about as strong as you can finish and left everything that he could, in the competition and kept us there. So obviously on the big picture, it's very disappointing. I mean, we come every day to win, and we like winning series, and we know how important these games are. And we've got some work ahead of us, to do this right.
What's the most amazing thing about this, and I know everybody, I wish you would have done more at the deadline. Absolutely.
I mean, that's obvious, yeah.
100%. Okay, I'm not disputing that with you. I let my feelings be known that very day. Yes, we needed a bat. Yes, I wish we got better pitchers than Charlie Morton and Paddock. The one great piece, and Finnegan was great, okay, is injured. All right, yes, that's the easy thing. Let's put that on the side. There's nothing you can do about that now. We can complain about it. We have complained about it. All right, let's put this on the side. But what we have here right now, how everybody except Tarek Skubal just seemingly went south at the same time, JB. Everybody. The all-stars, the guys that, the Wenceel Perez, right? Guys, everybody just went south at the same time. It's incredible. You've seen the numbers for so many of these guys go like this. It was like it was contagious. Whereas earlier in the year, the magic bat, the magic moment, all of those things were going right for the Tigers, okay? That's how they built the lead. Now, JB, it's everybody. It really is. It's absurd to watch.
Do you think it's a little bit of overconfidence? Do you think they have in themselves a little bit? Like last season, you're coming off of this historic, season and playoff run that you did have, and now you're coming into this season. So it's like, all right, cool. We got everything figured out. We know what to do. We're on a hot streak. And then midway through, it's like, all right, well, we kind of got the lead. Let's take our foot off the gas just a little bit to reserve ourselves for the playoffs. Do you think that could be in the mindset?
I'm willing to listen to anything right now. So sure. Okay, that sounds good to me. Like, I'm not even being dismissive, dude. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And it's funny because a lot of people, myself included, I'm going to call myself out, a lot of people talked about the ebbs and flows, okay? The Major League Baseball season, 162 games, is ebbs and flows. And I think the Tigers had built up enough credit that when the swoon started shortly before All-Star break, remember, going into the All-Star break, they were limping, okay? And then they came out of the All-Star break, and they were still limping. But that was a small sample size, okay? The much larger sample size screamed, look at the way the Tigers finished the 24 campaign, and look at the way March, April, May, June, and into July went. That's a much larger sample size. I will defer to that much larger sample size, okay? Well, now, JB, you know what we have now? We have a pretty damn good sample size.
Yeah.
Just going back to All-Star break, not even including, when they started to swoon a little bit before the All-Star break. This is an under 500 team. They're 26-30. I mean, is that a big enough sample size for you?
I mean, it seems like it.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be optimistic about this. If you guys have any suggestions, by all means, you go ahead and tell me. But there is no guarantee, as we sit here today on September 19th, there is no guarantee the Detroit Tigers are going to be in the playoffs. You guys look at the standings, okay? Especially if the losing continues. If they flail this weekend, and then they go to Cleveland and flail like they did at home the last 3 days, you guys, a week from today, we're going to be sitting here going 1,000-yard stare. Well, it looks as though, wow, we might have to take 2 of 3 from the Red Sox. Oh, by the way, who are going to be in that same mix of do we get in the playoff? And if you would have told me that 2 weeks ago, screw that. 4 days ago! If you would have told me 4 days ago we were going to sit there be asking ourselves, are the Tigers getting in? Those are the conversations we're going to start having, man.
And I don't like those conversations. I don't like those, well, if, the game that you and Neil play as well. If and or, if this happens and this happens, you know what? The Tigers could sneak into the playoffs. No, I don't want to see that happening. With a strong start that we had, with that lead that we had as well, too, why does it come down to this? Why do we need this to happen? Like, just win, get in. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Unbelievable. Of course, you guys in the chat, always appreciate you. You got something to say. Yeah, tap in, no doubt about that. The super chats, we get you guys to the front of the line. I'm without words right now. Like yesterday afternoon, I'm watching that going, we're here. We're here. I mean, we were even joking about it the other day. Well, not really joking, but just find a way to win one against Cleveland. Just win one against Cleveland, and you're up 5.5 to go with 9 games to go. I kind of like your position at that point in time.
Oh, boy. Neil has entered the chat, Sean. He puts out there for you. Yeah, Sean, no blame for a guy that went a 105 average and 350 ops in September. Did you get your El Mago t-shirt in that game?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm going to get my guy Neil's back, okay? I'm going to get my guy Neil's back. I know a lot of people had fun at Javi All-Star, okay? It's been awful. Awful. And unfortunately, I think whatever ailed him has diseased a good majority of the team. How can everything go like that? I mean, seriously, everything seemingly go like that. Everything and everybody. Tarek Skubal, he's immune to it, okay? Maybe he got a shot in a lab or something, and he's immune to it, okay? Everything else just went like that. Everything. Is that an overstatement? Like, yell at me if that's an overstatement. JB, yell at me. Who else besides Tarek Skubal in this dastardly last couple weeks span can you say, yeah, night in, night out, this guy's producing?
No, he's the only one that I have confidence in, and he can't do it all. He can't sit here and pitch every single series.
Wait, you had Torque the other night. Torque decided he'd show back up, and he went 4 for 5, right? Well, he had to go 4 for 5 to make up for some of the gaffes out on the field. This is weird. This is weird. And I know people are saying it's water finding its level. I don't know. really, I don't know. When you set the pace like they did, okay, expectations change during the course of the season. How many times have we said it like during football seasons? Expectations change. Okay, when you jump out to a damn good start, I don't care what your schedule is down the stretch, okay? You sit back and you go, all right, man, playing with a little confidence, probably ahead of the curve. You have to change your expectations, and I think everybody did with the Tigers. I know a lot of people were in from day one. I was not one of them. Openly admit it. I thought, good team. This division isn't as good as people make it out to be. Let's see what happens. 83 wins. Well, they've already surpassed that. But we're legitimately having conversations, okay, even with a 3.5 game lead. Because I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Do I believe in the number 3.5? It's a number. Or do I believe in what my eyes are telling me? And I'll ask you guys that same question. Hey, the good news is we're up 3.5. Well, is that where I'm getting my confidence from? The number 3.5? I want to get my confidence from watching the baseball team. I want to get my confidence from not only watching their team, but watching what's going on around me. Cleveland ain't all that. Well, how could you possibly say something like that right now? After watching them do everything that they did these past 3 days. That damn Stephen Kwan. I'm telling you. Gosh damn it.
I just hate when he comes up to bat. Like, I just know that he's going to get a base hit or something, and it's so irritating just as the aura that this man has for some reason.
And he worked the count. I mean, like AJ said, I watched him work the count. What was it, 32, 31 pitches in that fourth inning, and you're like, gosh damn it. I've seen this act before. This is Yankee Red Sox bullshit. Let's work the count, get to the pen early, and it worked. Skubal, unfortunately, could only go 6, so we'll see what happens. Last weekend at Comerica Park, a bad Braves team is in town, but JB...
please just win this. Please just win this series. Please. That's all I'm asking. It's not a lot. I'm just asking for this. This is it.
I'm a greedy SOB, and of course I want to sweep, but at this point, yeah, give me 2 out of 3, please. Just give me 2 out of 3. But at the end of the day, you know what happens? And this is where I have memories of 06 dancing in my head, okay? The Tigers absolutely positively limped into the playoff, fell back into a wild card, as you remember, and everybody and their brother thought they'd be out like that against the Yankees in the first round. It wasn't, are the Yankees going to win? It was, how many games are the Yankees going to win in? Is it going to be 3? Is it going to be 4? And then something crazy happened for a couple weeks, right? And then all of a sudden, if you remember when the Tigers got to the World Series, all of a sudden every single pitcher forgot how to field the ball. That was still an amazing thing. They should make like a 30 for 30 for that. When the pitchers forgot how to field. And we know what happened that World Series. So obviously jump in. We got JB here, KG here. Hey, listen, shout out to Maz. Maz is going to visit his daughter. He's going to a Vanderbilt Commodores game. I honestly, I can't wait. And Neil, if you're still in the chat, I asked Maz if he can take a picture of the crane. That's all. If he takes a picture of now listen, if he got like a shot of him and Diego Pavia arm in arm, that would be the greatest day ever. But if he just gets me a picture of the crane, I'm going to be very happy about that. So Maz is going to visit his daughter down in Nashville, and they've got Vandy game, and then they're going to the Titans game, right?
Yep.
Good for Maz. Have a blast, Maz.
I think he sneaks down there and gets a picture with Javi. You know, Javi.
Could you?
That'd be so nice if he could do that.
Pavia. Wouldn't that be outstanding? All right, JP, where are we going?
We got to hear from me, from Art and Jace. But first, let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to everyone sending them in. Jordan Lionheart sent in $5. He said, average players, remember, they are average. Happens every damn year with this team. Don't worry, superstar Riley Green will save us.
You know what? I'm glad that he brought this up. Okay. I'm being sincere when I say this. Okay. You'll know when I'm being swarmy. I'm being sincere when I say this. I don't want to beat around the bush anymore. Aren't you guys tired of kicking the can down the road and talking about the next batch of can't miss prospects? I'm not being funny anymore. And I know some people get mad and, well, I'm not going to mortgage the future and I'm not going to, okay, fine. I'm not going to chastise you for that. If that's how you feel, that's fantastic, okay? Wonderful. And I'm being serious, JB. There's no tone here, okay?
Are you sure?
No, really, I am. If that's how you feel, I'm not going to tell you how to root. But can I ask you this? And I want you to answer me honestly, okay? Aren't you tired of kicking the can down the road and talking about what Shirley's going to be great coming up? Aren't you? Isn't that gross by now? After all these years, okay? And I'm not just talking about 10, 15 years ago, all right? Cameron Maben and Humberto Sanchez and Casper Wells and Jacob Turner and Rob Brantley. We can't trade these guys. Oh, heavens, what will we do? We gave away the future, okay? And literally nothing became of any of them, okay? But just in the, JB, for lack of a better term, I'll call it the Detroit roots era of Tiger baseball, all right? Mm-hmm. Remember Detroit roots? We're planting them. We're planting all these prospects. We're going to water them, and they're going to grow, and every one of them is going to be.
Yep.
Where do I start, and where do I end with guys that were thrown up on a pedestal? Okay, but you couldn't see because they were down the road. They were always down the road. There was always something big and beautiful. Wait till you see this guy that we got, this Candy Man. Oh, he can. Oh, don't you worry, he can. Matt Manning, oh my gosh. He's got incredible stuff. Daz Cameron is a perfect fit for Comerica Park. He will roam the outfit for 15 years. He'll roam the outfield for 17 years. Right? I mean, all these guys that we heard about that surely were going to be unbelievable. And I want to be crystal clear. I'm not saying that fill in the blank prospect who we're looking at way down the road, okay? The mythical figure that he is, way down the road. I'm not saying he's going to be great, okay? Because Lord knows we've heard how many of these guys are going to be great in the last 10 years, all right? I'm asking you an honest question. And this is more to the diehards out there. Aren't you tired of that bit? Aren't you tired of that bit? And let's play a game of pretend. McConaughey is all that. He is all that. Max Clark, he is all that. Okay, my point still remains. This is a no-lose argument for me. My point still remains. You got to be tired of it by now, right?
You would think.
They persist. It over and over, Jackson Jobe and Colt Keith, and don't worry, this is coming and that's coming. And I'm still not burying these guys either. But, hey, Torque. Is he everything you dreamed he would be when he was one of those names that was bantied about for years? Casey Mize. Is he the number one prospect in baseball, the number one draft pick? I'm not being a jerk when I say that. And I know some people are going to take it as such, and that's okay. It's misguided anger. It's not my fault. I'm asking honestly because in my mind, this franchise has been phenomenal at kicking the can down the road for a long time now. Don't worry, you guys. I know you're frustrated. We know it's been 41 years since we won a championship, but wait till you see the next batch. Oh. You thought this past batch was good. Oh, no. It's like JB, you know what? Like, I do some Duroc ribs. Duroc ribs are phenomenal, right? Love them, all right? But what takes a little bit longer is when I have to do beef short ribs. That might be my personal favorite. One man's opinion.
Okay.
And it takes a little bit longer. JB and KG and Maz are over my house and they're eating. Dude, these Duroc ribs, they're unbelievable. No. Hey, guys, you think these are good?
Just wait.
I got about another hour and 40 minutes to get those beef short ribs to about 2:02. Your mind's going to be blown. Right? What? No, I'm tired of kicking the can down the road. And I'm sorry, I'm at that point with this franchise as well. Guys, it's time to mix in another championship. It is. It is. It's time. All right, me and my big mouth. What else we got, JP?
All right, that's it for Super Chat. So let me tell them about Art and Jake's, because there is no better place to catch the action rather than at Art and Jake's Sports Bar and Grill. Go to any of their 6 locations in Metro Detroit to enjoy wall-to-wall coverage on over 80 TVs, 80, yes, 80 TVs, 22 draft beers on tap, and a menu that is stacked with fan favorites like wings, wraps, and their signature fairway burgers as well too. Don't miss weekly specials like Rib Night Mondays, Fajita and Margarita Wednesdays, and the 350 Detroit Lions Edition Bud Light 16-ounce aluminum bottles, plus the $5 neutrals as well too, every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Download the Art and Jake's app, join their AJ's fan club, and make every game day a win, especially for you, at Art and Jake's.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo.
Ah.
You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
You know, you hear the term Detroit-style pizza all over the place, okay? You know who the originator is, right? You know who literally created Detroit-style pizza, right? Buddy's. They've been doing it since 1946. There are 22 locations in Michigan. There's always a Buddy's Pizza near you. And like I said, man, 79 years of serving that in that beautiful pan. Look at that pan. Oh, gosh, is that beautiful. Look at the corners, JB. Like, I want to take out a magnifying glass one day and do like a 15-minute segment just breaking down
on each corner.
the beauty of that picture, right? That cheese dough mix that meets up at the top of the corner. Gosh, is that beautiful. They continually give back to the community as well. Save 10% on your entire order. If you got a college football Saturday, yeah, sure, you can go in and have a great time. You know guys like me, man, I like sitting on the couch. So you know what you do? You hit up buddiespizza.com. You throw in promo code 10meal. You save 10% on your entire order. To find a location, all you need to do is go to buddiespizza.com. You know the only drawback to the Lions playing on Monday night, and JB, I said this before, okay?
What's up?
I think my generation holds Monday Night Football in a different regard than your generation does.
Why do you say that?
It was the biggest thing, man, for me growing up. In the era where you couldn't see every game, and hell, you couldn't even see a lot of Lions games because of the blackout rule.
Yep.
Monday Night Football was not only the opportunity to see a game in prime time, all right, but before the day and age of ESPN, Howard Cosell's halftime highlights, if you were a football fan, you had to watch it. And you prayed, okay, maybe a Billy Sims run is on there. Maybe Barry's run. And, he was gone by the time Barry came around. But you get the point, okay? So I think we revere Monday night a little bit more than the average Bear. But with that being said, I don't like waiting. I like, honestly, I don't like waiting.
Wait. You can't wait the extra day after Sunday.
I don't like waiting.
For Monday Night Football.
Especially when it's like, for me, I usually have 800 things going on. I have nothing going on Sunday. So like I told my boy, I said, when you get back from the Tigers game, like I just want to sit down and watch the NFL. I'll meet you at 4:00. We'll watch the 4:00 games. We'll watch the Sunday night game. Okay, Dad, I'm in. You tell me what you want to eat. I'll fire up the smoker. Maybe we'll order buddies, whatever the case may be. All right? Yes. I don't like that wait. Yeah, because this is a huge game. And I really want to see where the Lions are at. And if you listen to this show, just one man's opinion, it doesn't mean that I'm right. I thought that the start of this year was going to be a work in progress because of some of the pieces missing, in particular on the interior of that offensive line. And we've seen a little bit of everything, right? We saw some, and we saw them kind of come together a little bit against the Bears. Well, that was the Bears. Now we're looking at the Ravens. And for as much as we talk about the Ravens offense, and rightfully so when you got Lamar Jackson leading the way, and he and Zay are off to a great start in particular, I still am not sure that defense kind of gets the love and respect it deserves for its ability to get after the passer. I mean, they've been tremendous at it. So this is a huge test for a team that, can we all agree, it is imperative, absolutely imperative, to keep Jared Goff clean in the pocket. He is a surgeon. You keep that guy clean. He has shown it time and time again. And this is like the same argument we have, but reversed, okay? How many times have I said in talking to somebody, man, it's imperative to keep Jared Goff clean. That dude just doesn't handle pressure well. And you know what the next response is. Well, what quarterback in the NFL likes pressure?
No quarterback does, but let's be honest. Like, you got to do a better job at just having that sense of awareness. Just come on, just move, man. We sit here and watch the games right here at the live watch parties, and we're just like, Goff, move, just move, do something, move up, climb the ladder in the pocket. But no, you just sit there and like, oh wait, somebody will get open.
That is always my response. You're right. No quarterback says, bring me pressure. But quarterbacks deal differently with said pressure. And you heard what JB just said to describe it. And the flip side to that is that which we were just talking about, okay? All right? If you don't get that pressure, all right, every quarterback in the National Football League can pick you apart. You don't make it to the National Football League without having that ability. You don't, okay? Some are better at it. And Jared Goff's better at it. He's a surgeon. I think he has shown that. So while it's a negative in one regard, all right, yeah, some quarterbacks deal with the pressure better than Jared Goff does. That's not a shot. That's a factual statement. I am happy that Jared Goff's the quarterback. I know some of you are not. I am very happy that Jared Goff's the quarterback, okay? So while you may look at it as a negative on that side, the positive is if you can keep him clean, there aren't many guys in the league that can pick you apart the way Jared Goff can. Period, end of story. That's another factual statement, man. Look at some of the numbers that he put up. Dan Campbell knows a big part of winning this game. We talk so much about what that pass rush for the Ravens can do to the Lions, and it's a big wait and see. But, I mean, let's face it. You got a guy that is a perennial MVP candidate. A guy that not that long ago when he was coming out of college, I asked my guy Scott Bischoff, am I missing something? Why are people down on Lamar? He was so damn good at Louisville. Am I missing something? I think the guy's a weapon. And if you remember, people were talking, JB, about this guy not even being a quarterback at this level. People were talking about this guy not even being a quarterback. How did that work out? DC knows it is imperative to contain Lamar Jackson.
Contained them pretty well from a running standpoint. What have you liked about your team's approach, kind of keeping those guys in the pocket?
We did a good job last week. That was one of the things we really talked about. I thought, we talked about improving. We improved even from week one. Love got out of there a couple of times, and I've thought, with the exception of really probably one play, I thought we did a pretty good job on Caleb, maybe two. But it was a point of focus, man. We worked on it. Our guys really worked with each other, running the stunts and the games, and I thought we were very disciplined in that regard, and it helped us. It helped us. So we're going to have to be on point again. It'll be, but I go back to this too, man. You can't paralyze your guys either. Like you can't pull back so far on them that they lose. What makes them great players. Or like a guy like Hutch, man. You just got to be careful. So yes, we have to be disciplined. Somebody's going to have to cover for you if you got a two-way go. And then, man, don't leave your feet. That's always don't leave your feet. You just keep moving with a base until you get reinforcements, and let's just close it in on him. But that'll certainly be a big point of emphasis.
He's a weapon, and, that's one of those games. We haven't had many games like that in the past few years. That is one of those games where you could have gone and done something, and I did. Like, I'm not joking. In the second quarter, it was just like, I'm not doing – no, true story, JB.
I wish I could have.
You and I weren't working at the time together, but I was at home, and I was like, I'm not doing this today. I'm just not. They hadn't built up that credit line yet in my mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Even with the way that they finished 22, they hadn't built up that credit line yet. So when they were getting pummeled in that game, I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this today. Off to the cider mill I go. There is salvation and sanctuary at the cider mill when games like that start happening.
I wish I could have went to the cider mill. I'm telling you, me and Maz were out there just watching this at a bar, about to set up for the post game, and it was just depressing the whole entire day.
Goff on getting prepared for this one.
Maybe some motivation value that we just kind of went in there and they took it to us. I think we've got a lot of respect for their team and their coaches and the way they've gone about their business for a long time. And I'd like to feel they feel the same way about us. But we got to go in there and prove it and show them that we obviously can hang with them and we're a great team. And in that instance, we didn't. So certainly have a little bit to prove this week.
Obviously, you always want to start games hot, but given what happened in that game, is there more urgency to make sure that you don't fall behind quick?
That game was 2 years ago, and that's question number 5. Yes, but yeah, you're right. And I've played these guys a couple times now, a few times, and I played them in LA, and I think it was a very similar type of game where they were up on us early, and they can do that. With Lamar and the offense they got, they can start out fast and get hot. So our defense, we're relying on them to play well, and then we got to play well on our part too offensively.
Shout out to Brad Galley for that. Appreciate you, Brad. JB, he's right. I mean, I know we as fans think back and go, "Oh, do you remember the last time? Oh, that was so scary."
We have PTSD.
Whatever are we gonna do? It was 2 years ago, man. It was over 2 years ago.
It still haunts us.
Jeez, oh Pete. Here's another comment. Goff getting prepared for this one.
Very similar players in the fact that they will cover wide receivers in man coverage, and that's not very many safeties will do that willingly and as a part of their defense. So similar in that aspect. They're both good cover players. They're both really good man cover players. They both hit hard. They both can make plays on the ball. Like I said, they both tackle well. They're both really good players, and we're lucky to have BB, and then got to play against Kyle this week.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking at this one or anything like that. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, and you guys can get mad at me. I think this is an L. I just want to see how it's an L. And you know what transpires in week 3 of the season might not be what happens, dare I say, in Santa Clara in February. This year, whether we wanted to admit it or not, was going to be more of a work in progress than we were used to. It just was. You're plugging in a brand new player in the middle of your line, okay, and missing a guy that we all feel in Aleem that can be impactful. And we've talked so much about the offensive line ad nauseum, and I hope people understand it now, KG. This was going to be more of a work in progress this year. And I'm looking at this. Hey, I'm not saying there's no chance the Lions can't win. Please don't. And I hope to God Tuesday morning you guys are just firing crap my way. All right? If the Lions win this game, please do not misconstrue. I'm not saying there's no path to a victory in Baltimore. Whatever we will do. I'm not going down that road. I don't like this matchup at this time of the season. Does that make sense, KG?
No, it makes perfect sense. And do I want them to win this game? Absolutely. With everything in my heart, I want them to win this game. But I got to be real about it. I don't expect them to win this game. But I do think it'll be a closer showing. I do think in this type of game, how you lose matters. So if they go out there and they, lose by within 1 score, I'm not tripping. I mean, the Ravens are the Ravens for a reason, but I do get with fans that think that this is a bigger game because this could be a team we see in Santa Clara if we were to make it there, Sean. And, the Lions have not beat that narrative yet of just, being good against the good, really good AFC teams whenever they face them, and also being able to stop mobile quarterbacks. That's still a narrative that the Lions have yet to shed.
The Thursday night opener against Mahomes, that was the exception to the rule, right?
Yeah.
I mean, since then, and over the course of the past few years, we saw Josh do us in on Thanksgiving. We saw Josh do us in last December. We know what Lamar did. Yeah. There is a narrative, okay? There is an exception, but the narrative exists for a reason. So, JB, are you feeling the same way? I think that's a good one. I don't expect a win on Monday night. I just don't.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I don't expect to win, but I do expect them to at least keep this close. If you lose, like KG said, within a score or maybe 10 points, then I won't feel as bad. But if you sit here and you lose by 21, 28, something like that, then it's like we got a lot to work on. We got to go back to the tool shed and kind of retool some things. But it is good to get some, I guess, a little bit of info on this team that you could be facing down the line at a Super Bowl. Who knows? But, hey, just don't go out there and revert back to game 1 against the Packers. Like, I don't want to see that.
No, big facts. And just what fans need to keep in mind is that, yes, while this game is a big game in terms of the NFL and it's in primetime Monday Night Football, the whole bit, this does not derail us if we lose from any goals that we have for the season. That includes the division, that includes maybe the number 1 seed. Like, the Lions are going to be okay if they do not come out on the other side of this. But, however, it's a measuring stick game, and you want to see your team compete with the best of the best. And I think the Lions are I hold the Lions to that standard, so I expect them to go in there and compete.
It's funny. We have monitors up in here, and I wish I could turn the camera around so you guys could see. Like, I'm looking at this monitor right there. There's my dumb face. Yeah. Right? Hi, dumb face. You look even dumber when you shave, all right? But there's another monitor over there, and there's another monitor over here. So on this side, there's a reason. Stick with me. There's a reason why I'm keeping this up. On this side, we have Get Up. Is that what the morning show is called?
Yeah, Get Up.
Yep. Get Up on.
Greeny
and so
boys.
what they do is they put little taglines underneath the bottom, like during the commercial breaks, right? I swear to God, I'm not making this up. KG, as you were talking, and I stopped paying attention to you for maybe 5 seconds.
You're good. Yeah.
I hope you can forgive me because here's why.
We do this shit Monday through Friday. Go ahead.
All right. I looked up at the camera, and one of the taglines that they had is Jordan Love, the best quarterback in the NFC.
All right. Come on.
That stuff's happening again.
Okay? Of course it is.
So then the next thing that came up was, can Goff survive the Ravens pass rush?
Survive.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Hell of a word.
We lost him.
Yeah.
Where's Jared? We lost him.
Yeah, I mean, I want to hope for the best, but that's where you got to believe in the offensive line that you have. And in week 1, they look totally different from what we were used to, but in week 2, they seem like last year's offensive line. So you got to hope those young guys are ready, because they're going to get targeted a lot in this game. And that Ravens pass rush, you've been talking about it all week, Sean. It is no joke, absolutely no joke. But I do think the path to victory for the Lions ultimately is their ability to stop Lamar Jackson.
You got it.
Yeah.
It goes both ways, dude.
It absolutely.
It does.
Absolutely.
And look, let's be honest. I like Lamar's chances of navigating a pass rush waters more than I like Goff's. But something that you said yesterday rings true with me. The idea of a shootout with these guys, I want no part of it.
I don't want it. Because we all kind of know how that might play out, and we understand the type of offense that we have here. But if that offensive line is not holding up their end of the bargain, it could be a long night for Jared Goff in this offense, and I don't want it to get to that. Let's try and contain Lamar, get good field position, set this offense up in good situations, and then let's see how it happens from there. I don't want to get into just an outright shootout with the Ravens.
And please don't settle for 3. Don't settle
Field
for 3.
goals get you beaten.
Seriously, do the fourth down magic, Dan.
So we going for it on 4th.
Protection is so important. Jared Goff knows that. Jared Goff talking about Taylor Decker.
How important was Taylor Decker?
Yeah, he's very important to our team. He's an incredible left tackle in our league and good leader on our team, and a valuable piece of that front line, obviously. And having him out there as like kind of a calming veteran presence is always massive, and he just continues to get better.
The whole line's going to continue to get better, okay? I'm sorry, I believe in words like cohesion and reps and things like that, okay? Familiarity. I've seen it time and time and time again in the National Football League. What is at the beginning of the year and what is at the end of the year are two incredibly different things. And a lot of times, injuries might be a part of it. Lack of familiarity might be a part of it. But I'm convinced by the end of the year, this is going to look like a Detroit Lions offensive line. I am. I mean, we saw signs of it on Sunday.
They look like a totally different offensive line. Shout out to AQ Shipley on Pat McAfee. He had us ranked as the second best offensive line in the league last week. And when you just look at the work that they did, they got back to doing what the Lions do, man. And it's funny, we never bring up Taylor Decker. He's kind of the forgotten man, and I believe he's playing injured right now.
Yeah,
but
he is.
The consistency at that position, I mean, protecting Goff's blind side, absolutely huge. Going to be huge again in this game. We need another big performance from him. But altogether, this offensive line, I really think they're going to be okay, especially after the showing they had last week. I mean, they did what they wanted last week. They did. They had their way.
Listen, lots of Lions stuff coming up. I'm going to try to stay away from that other team in the cat family.
Saw bad. I'm not hitting the button till they lose it.
KG, I'm
not hitting the button. I can't do that.
See, I said the same thing.
I'm in too deep now.
I'm gutted. Like, I'm terrified. All those scary words, but 3.5 is still 3.5. And I hate that feeling, though, where I have more faith in a number, 3.5, than I do in what my eyes are seeing. And I hate that.
It hurts more because you know this team had the opportunity to kind of put this shit to bed at a way earlier date than right now. This shit could have been over by September, like me and Neil always. It's okay, Sean, relax. But no, this shit could have been over a long time ago. But yeah, just the bad play since the All-Star break has really, really like cost this team. And you can question the trade deadline. You can question, how good is our pitching staff? How good is these players on offense? It's been bad, man. But hopefully they can pull themselves out of it.
All right, lots of Lions talk coming up. Don't forget, we got the voice of the Lions. My pal Dan Miller joining us at about 9:15 today. Yes. As always, appreciate you guys in the chat. JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Sharon's Heating and Cooling. But first, let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to everyone sending them in.
Shout out.
Dante151 sends in $4.99. Says, Sean, I have to say this. I watched the entire Bills-Dolphins game last night, and in my head, I knew that Tua turn the ball over would show up in the game, and he did.
Yeah, to Maz's credit, they covered the spread.
They did cover the spread.
Yeah, barely. But
Maz was talking shit all night, and I kept saying, they're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, you knew it was over.
Well, it was 2 scores. And Dante, to your point, in the moment of need, Tua immediately turned the ball over.
Yes.
So here we are. Boy,
Yeah.
where have we seen that before?
Shouts to them for keeping it competitive through a half, though.
Right,
I was surprised.
yeah.
Right.
I was surprised.
That was kind of impressive. $5 from Jordan Lionheart. He sends in. He said, "Everyone, go buy a Little Caesars pizza today. It which might get enough money to add another fancy corporate section in both of the stadiums."
I mean, price of hot and ready's going up, but the team
too.
value is just the same.
You guys,
the team value has not changed.
Listen, narratives exist for a reason. And I know nobody down there wants to hear things like that, but narratives exist for a reason. And people are going to hold you to your words.
Yeah. You said it.
You said it.
Yeah.
I didn't say
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, KG to JB didn't say it.
And I got you, Sean. Chris, get that shit together, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's all good, man. We all right. We gonna make the playoffs.
I love what are we doing. I love what are we doing. Look at that.
What are we doing?
And finally, one that's not a super chat, but I just thought it was interesting. From Lunchbox, he sends in, "Sean, cut the shit. If you're truly a Super Bowl caliber team, you win games like this."
At this point in the season?
Yeah, it's week 3, but
week 3.
I get the sentiment though. But it's week 3.
No, really. And please don't take the. Who is that? Who said that?
Lunchbox.
Okay, Lunchbox.
Shout out Lunchbox.
Lunchbox. I get this. I do. I get this. You want to be the biggest, baddest dude. You want to be the tough guy in the block. You want to show it off. The reality of the National Football League, especially with some of the changes that the Detroit Lions had, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said it all summer long, and I'll continue to say it. You don't take out one of the best centers in the game and just expect to run on full cylinders.
Also,
on all cylinders.
we
You
were
can't.
that last year, and what did it result in?
Right.
I mean, regular season, cool, but
so
yeah.
like I get the cut the shit thing, but at the end of the day, I'm sorry. Another thing that I've been saying since the day the season ended, the regular season doesn't mean dick to me.
Yeah.
The prizes, the ultimate success or failure of this team is January and into February.
Just
That's
get
it.
enough wins to have the right
That's
to
it.
play in January. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. But I understand. Once again, this is, somebody said it in the chat, this is just a game to see where you're at as a franchise.
That's where I feel right now.
Yeah.
Where are we at? There was incredible turnover, you guys. I mean, sorry, when you take out again, that was KG. That was my biggest problem. Like people the first few days after he retired, we were full of people in the chat that were saying it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. And I took a step back and said, wait a second.
I don't know about that.
Are you the same guy out of this side of your mouth has been saying the last couple of years he's one of the best centers in the game?
Yeah.
You don't just take one of the best centers in the game and expect that everything's going to roll smoothly,
Yeah, it
man.
wasn't going to be easy.
It's going to take a little time. And this team, whether we wanted it or not, was going to be more of a work in progress than we've seen the last couple
No, that's
years.
a fact. But if they continue to look like they did in that Bears game, that transition won't take long. So
You got
just
it.
Hold on.
I
Hold
like the upward trend, and I'm going to say it again. I think we're going to be 5-2 heading into the bye week. I do.
I would love that. And yes, whoever doubted me yesterday, that is best case scenario at this point.
Yeah.
5-2.
All right. All right, JB, what do I got to do? Tell you about Sharon?
Yep, Sharon's heating and air conditioning.
You're doing something right when you've been in business for over 40 years, and that's exactly what Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning has done. They have proudly served the area for over 40 years now. They offer it all: heating, cooling, indoor air quality, water heaters, whole home generators, memberships. Right now, DTE gas customers, you get a free furnace tune-up through December 1st. What are you waiting for? Give Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning a call. It's 734-238-3839. That's 734-238-3839. Or you can scan that QR code right up there on your screen right now. Please tell them Woodward sent you.
wearing clothes, then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Jars Cannabis. Before I hop into that, shout out to Spencer. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to Spimo Racks out there.
What up, dope?
But Jars always hosts the most amazing events. And on Saturday, September 27, Woodward Sports will be live for the 2025 Jars Skate Jam in Madison Heights. Skaters, they will have a street style course outside set up for you in the parking lot, and they are giving you cold hard cash if you're throwing down some amazing tricks. I was at the snowboarding event, $100 here, $100 there. Trust me, they will give you cash for anything that looks cool that you're throwing down. All are welcome. It's a free event. There's stash bags, giveaways throughout the day, 50% off promo in-store products all day as well. For more information, head over to jarscannabis.com/skate jam.
You know, I gotta say this, and this is on the heels, and dude, I'm not like taking a shot at you when you say this, but if you remember, I forget who it was. Somebody said right before we went to the break, cut the shit. These are the games you have to win if you're a true Super Bowl contender.
That was Lunchbox.
All right, Lunchbox.
Shout out Lunchbox.
Like, I'm not, shout out. Like, I hope you know I'm not taking a shot at you, man. But I'm a big fan of falling back on this statement. This is the National Football League, okay? And I guess I can look back to last year, the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? A brand new coordinator, a guy that had only been there a year, having to replace one of the best centers in the game, okay? Their second game of the year, playing the Atlanta Falcons at home. You can't lose to the Atlanta Falcons if you're a true Super Bowl contender. How about a couple weeks after that? You go down to Tampa, playoff team, okay? This would be a good game to see where we're at, fellas. Yeah. Let's see where we're at, all right? You get punked. You lose 33-16.
Yeesh.
You can't be a true Super Bowl contender if you can't go beat a playoff team on the road. You can't. Then, with everything at stake, Philly aiming for the #1 seed, having total control in that shit box for the entire playoffs, again at home, you're hosting your longtime divisional rival with a rookie quarterback. A rookie quarterback at the helm. And in a back-and-forth game, the rookie quarterback makes more plays than your team does. And you lose the game.
What?
You can't lose games like that. At home?
You're not a Super Bowl.
To your divisional rival?
Come on now.
Cut the shit. The Philadelphia Eagles are not a real Super Bowl contender. Like, I hope you understand my point. That's the National Football League, man. It's going to happen. And you know what? Just in case you're wondering if I'm being consistent or not, you can ask KG. When we were on Big D Energy a year ago at this time, I kept pointing out to everybody, how on earth did the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Vegas Raiders and Aiden O'Connell?
Yeah.
You can't be a real Super Bowl contender and lose a game like that. It happens in the National Football League. You have 17 games, okay? There's a reason why nobody has gone unbeaten and unscathed in 54 years, 53 years. There's a reason, right? It's going to happen in the National Football League, especially after you've had some, not a lot, not earth-shattering, not the window is closed, but you've had some kind of turnover. Of course you want to win the game. And I don't think anybody in this room is saying, man, there's no way the Lions are going to win this game. Baltimore's too good. Far from it, okay? No. This matchup, this week, right now, I don't feel good about it. I wish I could lie to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to see, once again, we got to see where we're at. This is a ebb and flow type of game, and if the Lions were to lose, you already know how the fans coming in here the next day. Oh, the sky's falling. We're 1-2. Da-da-da-da-da. We got the Cleveland Browns at home next week, and not saying that's an auto dub, but that is a very, very.
To auto dub.
I mean, just being real about it, that is a very, very manageable team, and you can look up and be 2-2, and you're right back, you know, kind of settled, and okay, let's see what we have on the horizon. Let's see what these AFC games on the road look like. So yeah, by no means am I saying the Lions don't have a chance in hell. Like, they clearly can go out there and compete if they play to the best of their abilities. Will they do that is the question. And shout out to First Mind, my girl in the chat. I see you. She said that this game is going to be about linebacker play, and I think they're going to play a huge role in maybe being able to go out there and stop Lamar Jackson. The key is in limiting Lamar Jackson from hurting your defense. I think that's the biggest key in this game.
All right, some more sound. Again, Dan Miller's going to join us in what, about 12 minutes?
Yeah, about
so,
10, yeah.
So let's hammer out some sound. We also have the Black Rock Filet Friday dinner giveaway. What a great deal. How about this? 8-ounce filet, soup, salad, and side. That's fantastic. But Sam Laporta, looking back to that game 2 years ago.
Outperformed. We were out-physicaled. We definitely didn't play complimentary football. We had 2 3-and-outs to start the game on offense, so we touched the ball 6 times. And we looked up and we were down 21-0. So definitely not complimentary football at the end of the day.
What can you guys take from that? I mean, obviously it was 2 seasons ago, but obviously a lot of this team was still intact. A lot of their team was still intact.
Sure.
What do you take from that moving forward to not put you guys obviously in that position again?
Yeah, we have to start faster, and I don't want to say that we hit the panic button too early. We definitely were a little frantic, but we know that we're a great team. We were a good team back then as well, and a 21-point deficit isn't the end of the world. You saw the Bills come back with 15 points in 10 minutes the other day against them. Obviously, different year and everything, but it can be done against great teams, and we know that we can do that if we find ourselves in that position again, which we definitely won't.
Would you say that was a good teaching moment for y'all going forward and building the nucleus? You guys were rookies, you and Jameer at that time. Was that good, teaching moment for you guys?
I think there's teaching moments in everything, to be honest, in the wins, the losses, getting your butt kicked in training camp that year, going into your first NFL season. So lots of things to learn from.
There is a quiet confidence with this team that can't be understated, and I think he just showed it.
Yeah.
There is. There's a quiet confidence with this team. And I'm going to say it again. I have a quiet confidence in this team. That's why I'm taking the tact, and I think I can speak for you, KG. Yell at me if I'm speaking on a turn.
All right.
I think there's a quiet.
Sean, stop. No,
there's a quiet confidence with us.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
If we're 1-2 Tuesday morning, okay, I'm not going to have the mental meltdown that maybe I'm having inside with the Tigers.
Right.
I'm going to sit back and go, it's cool.
No, the Tiger situation a little different.
Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like 1-2. Do you think I like 1-2?
Nobody likes 1-2, Sean.
But I'm cool.
No, of course. And listen, it's funny because when you go in these little comment sections and you see some of the people that just react to the headline of the video, which we're not responsible for, but they react to the headline of the video, and it's like, okay, I can tell you didn't watch the video because we have all along, except maybe Maz a little bit, but that's just Maz. We have been calm through this whole thing, even through the Green Bay ass whipping. Like, we knew that this team is going to be okay because of what they've shown us over these past 3 years. They are an established product now in the National Football League. They are a force, and they need to be acknowledged as such. And they proved our belief last week by taking care of an inferior Bears team, but not only doing that, showing the fuck out. 50 points on them against your former coordinator that was the brains of the operation. So I think this team is right where they need to be. If they get pissed off enough and focused enough, they can win any game on the schedule.
You aren't insinuating that there are living, breathing organisms out there that don't watch the clip and just respond with, such highly intelligent words as hater or Woodward sucks, are you?
I am insinuating that, Sean. Believe it or not.
There goes the hat.
Believe it or not.
909, everybody.
Apparently, we may not know ball.
It is unbelievable.
And that's okay.
I'm so glad that you let people into the inner sanctum. It doesn't happen a lot, but I can't tell you how many times I'll see some comment directed at me, and I'll go, "You didn't watch a clip, did you?"
No.
You didn't.
They didn't.
You didn't.
You could always tell when they
always.
Literally,
it's like, and I, oftentimes what I'll do is I'll say something along the lines of, "Give me 3 seconds of your life, just 3."
Yeah.
Okay. You can even fast forward and listen to what KG said or JB said or I said or Maz said right there. It completely is different from what you're suggesting. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Just said there are some people that it's easier to sit back and hate her, or you're dumb, Woodward sucks, all that stuff. I love every second of it. All right, one more soundbite we'll get to before we are joined by Dan Miller. AQM is a guy that, as much as we talk about protecting Jared Goff, it's imperative in a game like this. Hey, listen, getting after Lamar and making his life miserable and containing him is huge. And a big part of that this week and moving forward is going to be AQM. He talks about his expanded role, JB.
I'm super excited about it. I think there's a lot of room to even get better. I feel like, I left some plays out there. We left some plays out there as a group. And, I'm excited for the opportunity this week, to go out there and get better with the guys. I felt super comfortable. I love this place, I'm just excited to be able to, get, an opportunity to go out there and, play with a great group of guys.
What do you expect out of yourself if you're given a full, snap?
I guess we see Monday night. Depends on what happens.
Let's see. Now I'm at the point right now. Okay, I like what I've seen so far. Keep it up.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
He's in a very important position, probably the most talked about position on the team amongst fans and media alike. It's that other edge position opposite Hutch, man. And for what AQM has brought, I'm so happy for the guy, man. It's a great story. Was a practice squad guy for a lot of his career. And there's a lot of talk of, can a guy at 30 really, can he really right the ship and become a solid player in this league? But we've seen that a lot with this Lions team, man. They have gotten guys off the street that have had to start the week of, and they have come in here and performed. But I think that says more about just the coaching staff we have in the building. A lot of former players, they understand the grind that these guys go through. And it is difficult, man. He is in a tough spot, but I think he can hold the fort down. Now, I don't know whether he'll be the long-term solution there.
Right.
But as of right now, I like what he's bringing to the table, and he is somebody capable of pinning his ears back and getting to the quarterback, and that's something that this team absolutely needs.
So to my guy Lunchbox, again, I plead to you from a common sense standpoint, okay? Look at some of the key positions that we're talking about. Nobody wanted to think it in the summertime, okay? Nobody did. But what we talked about on this very show is this was going to be more of a work in progress than any of us wanted to admit.
Yeah.
And we're living it right now.
Kind of like the injury thing last year. We
Right.
didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe it. I sat up here, hey, I'm riding with my team till the wheels fall off, and the wheels fell off pretty quick.
Oh, they did.
So,
Boy, did they ever.
It happens like that.
We got Dan Miller in a second, but again, we appreciate BlackRock for being such a big part of what we do here, all across the network, and in particular with this show. We have a BlackRock Filet Friday dinner giveaway. KG, where are we going with this?
Hey, listen, by the end of the show, we will announce who will get a free filet. That's right, I said a free filet from BlackRock Steak. Just drop your comments in the chat. Whoever, comes up with maybe the best super chat, that'll be the person that we give that steak to. But stay tuned to the end of the program.
Dude, 8-inch. 8 ounce, 8 inch. Could you imagine that? Oh my God.
Right, 8 inch. Jesus Christ.
8 ounce filet, soup, salad, and side. We got your back here on Woodward Sport. JB, where are we going before we talk to Dan Miller?
We got to hear from the Massage Chair House and Fantasy Jerks.
Fantasy Jerks. But let me tell you about the Massage Chair House. And it's so sad that massage chair is empty this morning, man. We miss Maz being so comfortable in that massage chair. But if you're looking to upgrade your relaxation game, it's only one place to go, man. It's Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, with top brands for massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki, located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. And if Dr. Eric Duncan, the wellness doc, trusts the Massage Chair House, you probably should too, man. So you should go to Massage Chair House, or you can book a visit at massagechairhouse.com. Scan that QR code above my head. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
And while you're relaxing in that chair, check out
Jerk
the
off.
Fantasy Jerk. What you do in that chair is up to you. All right.
Might as well have a jerk off.
Jerk off on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going that far, but look, whatever you do in that chair is up to you in courtesy of your own house. But also check out the Fantasy Jerks while you're doing that as well too, because fantasy football isn't just a game, it's war. And if you're rolling into battle with weak takes and outdated sleeper picks, well, you're gonna lose. That's why you need the Fantasy Jerks, the show where expert fantasy football advice meets real talk and weekly laughs as well too. Join Anson and Brandon Kaz, hopefully it's not Brandon Katz, but
jerk off with Anson and Brandon Katz,
and weekly guests for everything you need to dominate your matchup this week. Win your league, talk your smack, be a jerk with the Fantasy Jerks. Only here on the Woodward Sports Network every single Wednesday at 7:30. Go and check it out and get your jerk on.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy. We'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Hey, so have you tried a Sun Cruiser yet? What are you waiting for? I'm serious.
Seriously.
Real vodka, real iced tea, no bubbles. The lemonade pops as well. It has become part of my game day ritual as well. Only 100 calories, 4.5% alcohol. It's perfect for tailgates, couch gates. You're the type of dude that sits in his backyard by his smokers with the TV on the deck. Yeah, it's perfect for that as well. This season, let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser and Woodward Sports. Please drink responsibly. Hey, we always appreciate catching up with our next guest. He's one of the busiest men in town. There's no doubt about that. So we appreciate him agreeing to join us on Fridays during the season. He is the sports director at Fox 2. He is the voice of the Detroit Lions. Let's welcome him in Dapper Dan Miller kindly
Go,
joining us on the
Dan.
show. Dan, always a pleasure, my friend. You get an extra day before travel, so maybe a day taking in some college football tomorrow, Dan?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. It's I'm looking at Michigan stepping up. I'm looking at Michigan State stepping up. Both of them with tougher opponents. I want to see how those things go. I mean, I was kicking around with a couple of people. If you're Nebraska, this Michigan game, it's the biggest game you've had in some time. This is your win that you've been looking for. If you're Raiola or if you're Matt Rule, this is the one that you need to have. It's at home against a ranked team. You're trying to make a statement. And then Michigan State, to me, in this day and age where you're building a team in 1 or 2 years, I don't want to be an 18.5-point underdog to anybody if I'm trying to be legit. So I think that they need to make a showing in this game. You don't get 4 years to build a program anymore. When I saw that line, I was like, man, it's not a lot of respect for them. And I know they haven't earned it yet, but it's that timetable. I think it starts clicking a lot earlier than it used to.
No doubt about that. Dan, I know everybody and their brother's going to talk about Lamar Jackson going into this game on Monday night. And I tell these guys all the time, Monday night hits different for our generation, I think. It was Howard Cosell's highlights. It was, Dandy Don and Frank Gifford and Cosell coming to your town. It was like the circus coming to town. I know everybody's going to talk about Lamar going into this one, but I think one of the things that maybe is a huge story, and just as big as that, is the way this Baltimore Raven defense is getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, they've been getting a lot of pressures. The flip side of that is, Buffalo scored whenever they wanted to on them. So it's been kind of a weird season for them. Look, I have as much respect for John Harbaugh as I have for anybody in this league. If you look at his track record and making the playoffs, I think it's 12 out of 17 years that they've made it. They've got a ton of playoff wins. They've obviously won it all. It's just consistently year after year, even with a cast that changes over the years, they just find a way to win. So to me, yes, this Ravens team is good. And you can look at Matabike and you can look at Jackson, you can look at Henry and all the different guys they have and Hamilton, whoever it is. But it's the consistency of the program that they've had for, several decades now, even before Harbaugh got there, that just gets your attention. And look, they remember what happened on October 22nd, 2020, when they got absolutely trucked by this team. It was 28-0 before you could blink. And for anybody on this team that was here then, believe me, that's very much on their mind. And they understand that both from a cautionary tale standpoint and B, from a, you know what? We get another shot at this, fellas. Let's do it right.
Dan, I'm serious. I was at the cider mill out near us by halftime that game. Like, that was one of those games. It kind of reminded you of, okay, it happens. This team's got a different cachet, and I'm not going to overreact and everything, but shout out to Parmenders, big fan. That was one of those games. It got away so quickly that it was just like, okay, it's going to be one of those games. I don't look at something like that happening this time around. Yes, you still fear them. Yes, Lamar Jackson's still an incredible weapon, but this team's come a long way even with some of the changes that we saw this past offseason.
Yeah, it has. And even that season, that game was an anomaly. It just wasn't the way that they were built, but I think it does give you an idea of what they can do. And I think if you're an athlete, you're always looking for something that gives you an edge. And I think that's something that if you're one of these guys, gives you the ability to look back on and say, you know what, we need to be careful. Or maybe it makes you angry, or use it any way you want. I mean, we know how Amon-Ra can, bring up anything. He's got that Jordan thing where he can make something up that gets him mad and makes him want to, beat the other team and manufacture something that gives him that kind of an edge. And I was talking to Brian Branch yesterday, and he said, yeah, I remember that. I remember it because it was my birthday, and he got trucked on his birthday. So, I don't anticipate that happening at all, but certainly it gives you fair warning as to what you're up against when you're on the road against a team like this. I think it's a really intriguing early season game between two teams that are Super Bowl contenders and two teams that, are measuring themselves still to figure out exactly what they are, because you don't know for a couple weeks yet. So I think it's going to be fun. And look, Baltimore lost that game to Buffalo. I got back from Green Bay and got in my car, and I'm flipping around on X, and all I see is national NFL guys saying, who's going to beat this Ravens team?
Right.
They're unbelievable. They're finishing what they started last year because they're up by 15.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden they lose the game, and I'm like, you know what? Twitter does that to all of us. We all get caught up in the moment. But it's I'm looking forward to this. Look, you said it, Sean. It's Monday night, and even generation to generation, Brian Branch, who's, a young guy, said to me yesterday, he goes, look, I grew up watching this. I grew up dreaming of playing in this, and I know the whole world's going to be watching me. And you get excited when you get an opportunity to do that. So even if the guys that we grew up with aren't there anymore, there's still something different when you're the only game.
Good morning, Dan, and I loved your calls of the game this past week, and you had a lot of runway, man, because 52 points, I don't care how bad the Bears may seem, that is a good victory by this Detroit Lions team, and that is the way you wanted them to answer, coming out of that Green Bay game. But my question to you is, what was the major takeaway from a game like that? In which they beat a former coordinator who was labeled as maybe the brains of the operation here. What do you take out of a victory like that, and then how do they apply that going into Baltimore this week?
I think they just got back to who they are. The offensive line had better communication. There weren't the blocking breakdowns. They were able to run the ball. They had balance between the run and the pass. They utilized their big playmakers. They got Amon-Ra going from the first play from scrimmage. Defensively, they were better. I still think that pass rush needs to improve. Yeah, they had 4 sacks, but most of them seemed to come when they knew that Chicago had to pass. So I think this week's another good indicator of where they are on that thing. Not just pass rushing, but containing a quarterback in the backfield. So, look, to me, that just served to notice to everybody that if you were silly enough to think that first game was going to dictate that this team was done or the window was over or that whatever was missing from this team because the coordinators are gone. Not to say it doesn't make a difference, because it does until we find out it doesn't. So I just think it's a reminder of how talented this team is. This team still is stacked with talent, much of whom is 26 or younger, still getting better. Not to say that they don't have questions, because they do.
Yeah.
But most teams do. But it just, again, I think the overriding thing I took out of that game was it was just a reminder of how potent this team can be when they're clicking.
And Dan, I promise this isn't the offseason, but yet again, we're talking about the edge rusher position and the in particular, the side opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. We all know Marcus Davenport. He goes down again. Very, very unfortunate. But now you look on the, what can come from this now. You have AQM stepping into a big spot. Do you think he's capable of holding down that role? And do you maybe see the Lions trying to make a move in that area, maybe further towards trade deadline time?
Yeah, Al-Quadin is a guy that can absolutely rush the passer. He had 6 sacks with Indianapolis a couple years ago. He had 4.5 for the Lions last year, whatever it was, when he was second on the team. He is a guy that can definitely provide you some push and some get after the quarterback from that other side. But where they are right now in their depth chart is clearly not optimal. We don't know when Josh Paschal's coming back. We understand that it's been pushed back some from what they originally thought. And I think your question is a fair one. And it's one that I was kicking around with a couple people this week is, are we headed for something like you saw last year where they're going to have to make a trade to get somebody over on that side? I think they're going to look at the guys that they have now, but I would absolutely not rule that out, just because, again, you are sitting here now as a team that is very much in a position to possibly make a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, and you don't want it to be because you did not have, one position fortified with the ability to get after the quarterback. Look, every week that goes, we know we're 1 week closer to getting Aleem McNeil. And while he doesn't play that side, that helps that defensive line. Yep. But I do keep an eye on what you throw out there, which is the possibility. And I was even looking at Miami last night. They're 0-3. They got a couple guys on the edge that can get after the passer. And I'm thinking, might there be something there? But I definitely would keep my eyes open around the league. I don't know how Brad Holmes feels about it. This is just me talking. But it certainly makes you think that if there's something that makes sense, you've got to look at it. And again, we don't know the end game on what's going on with Davenport. It certainly doesn't sound great when they tell us all week they're looking at second opinions. I anticipate we'll learn more from Coach tomorrow. He won't speak to the media today. He will speak to the media tomorrow. So we'll see what he has to say. But it just feels like it's going to be at least a couple of weeks and maybe longer, depending upon what they get out of these second opinions. But he just hasn't given us much yet because he doesn't seem to have much yet.
Dan Miller, voice of the Lions, will let him tell you what you can expect from Fox 2 this weekend as well, with Game Day Live and, of course, Sportsworks and how they're going to be covering the game as your television home of the Lions. Dan, I think as we sit here today, September 19th, especially with some injuries in the National Football League right now, I don't think there's a better quarterback-wide receiver combo in the game than Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Somebody that could make the claim for that crown is Lamar Jackson and Zay. They are off to a tremendous start with this Ravens squad.
Yeah, I just think when the chips are down, Sean, it's very hard to beat those guys. And I was talking about it with somebody the other day, and I said, man, you go back to the Minnesota game, you go back to the Rams game where they had to have a first down to ice that game. Whenever there's a critical moment, Jared knows to look for 14. Now, he's willing to look for other guys if that's what the defense is going to give him, but they're just so good together. Coach this week called it an art form, and it's hard to argue with that. I talked to Jared about it, and he just said, you know what, it comes from a lot of work and a lot of back and forth and a lot of, hey, I think this and I think this. And those guys are just, number one, he's a great player. Jared's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and you put them together, and it's a tough duo, as you said. But the clutch gene that they have between them is one of the things that really stands out. And I think it's a great point, and it's something that we've been enjoying here. I think we're going to enjoy it for a while going forward. And it was fun to watch, and I really thought that was one of the keys in that game. If you look at each of the first three drives, two of which ended up in touchdowns, they had a chunk play to Amon-Ra in each of those drives. So they got him going. And he's just got that personality, too, where he kind of says, fellas, I'm going, and it better come with me or there's going to be a problem. And guys tend to follow him.
Dan, we're extremely grateful for your time here, but I wanted to pass this along to you from Melissa Helzer in our chat. I'm a Lions fan living in South Carolina. Many games I have to listen to Dan, and it has made me appreciate Dan and company so much. He does such a great job. I feel like I am watching Love him. So in case you felt like you weren't loved before, I just wanted to pass that along to you.
There's love all around.
I appreciate that greatly. Look, we have fun on Sunday. You guys know if you get to go to work with people that you want to hang out with anyway, that's a blessing. And I would go anywhere, anytime with TJ and Lomas and hang out with those guys. And I had Brandy for a million years, same thing. And it's just fun to be able to go to work and do that. And we're all having fun now with the way this team is playing. So I'm blessed to do what I do, and I appreciate the fact that she says that, and hey, keep tuning in. We appreciate it greatly.
Hey, before we let you go, put the TV hat back on. What do you got for Fox 2 this weekend? Game Day Live still at the same time?
Yeah.
Sportsworks Sunday night?
Yeah, we're going to do it before we get out of town, and we'll be there Sunday morning at 10 a.m. getting everybody ready, and it's going to be fun. I mean, obviously this is a big game, like we said, between two really good teams. So we'll have some fun talking about that, and we'll be back on Monday after the game with coverage. So we'll be there Monday before the game with coverage. So, as your home of the Lions, we got a responsibility to get people up to date on what's happening before and after, and we're going to do that. So we look forward to it. This is a fun weekend of football to be able to chill and watch for a while, and then the lights come on Monday night, and that'll be great.
No doubt about it. Dan, appreciate you always. Seriously, safe travels to you guys. Make sure you check out all the stuff on Fox 2. And, of course, Dan and Lomas and TJ, just a fun broadcast. One of the best in the business. Good guy as well, Dan Miller. Always appreciate you, Dan.
Yep. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Right. Dan Miller kindly joining us. JB, you are not going to believe this. I am late.
What? No way, Sean.
It hasn't been as
Sean,
bad today.
You are very, peculiar about time. No way.
It hasn't been as bad today, right, JB?
No, it hasn't been as bad.
It's been bad, but not as bad.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Try and soften
I'm kind of. Don't forget, at some point in time, and I'm putting all the pressure on KG. KG is going to give away this fantastic prize pack, which
goddamn
includes,
right.
how about an 8-ounce filet, soup, salad, and side from our friends at BlackRock.
Hey, best super chat wins it. Best super chat in this
I
second
heard
hour
them talking
wins
about a funny one that I want to hear what the funny one was, because these two were laughing during the break, and I was like, what on earth are you guys talking about? JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Planet Fitness, but let me clear up the super chats out there from everyone. $5 from Jordan Lionheart. He says, I want that filet more than KG wanted to race the Woodward Sports trailer.
I am not trying to race trailers, sir, but I appreciate you. No, that's pretty good.
Man, we got $1.99 from JZJ. He sends in and said, it's Miller time, everybody.
Damn right.
I don't know if he's talking about Dan Miller or just, Miller beer. Either or. It's a good time for both.
Maybe both.
Yeah. And finally, we got one from Shy216 sending in
Shy.
$4.99. Whoever reads the fantasy jerk as contractually has to stroke it during the read.
Hey, man.
Spinny set the bar, and I expect the bar to be met every time.
Hey,
What
I
did
told you,
Spinny
JB.
do? What did he do?
No, he literally jerked off as he was as he was reading the read. He simulated masturbation. So I'm sorry, JB. This is the people that came before you set the standard. So
All right. Well, I guess I have to step up the bar just a little bit more and get ahead of Spinny on this. But
we can get you some Jergens in the booth if you need it.
I mean, yeah, we need like a Diddy cutout.
Right.
Would that work? Is that better?
Right, a baby oil station.
Yeah.
Like the Prime bottle station. Oh man.
Well, let's hear from Planet Fitness.
Hey, listen, before I get into Planet Fitness, we got you covered all day today. Of course, the college football show tomorrow. No pregame show with Neil Rule and myself on Sunday. You're going to get bonus heavyweights. They'll take you up to the Lions game, so no reason to check out anything else. We got you covered right here. Planet Fitness is for everyone. And the cool thing about Planet Fitness, there are over 2,700 clubs nationwide. There are 50 in the Metro Detroit area alone. I bet there's one in your backyard. Shout out Planet Fitness Northville. I've been going there it'll be 21 years next winter time, man. It's a judgment-free environment. I get everything that I need there. I don't need to spend buku bucks to go get what I can get for a good price at Planet Fitness. You can get access to the Black Card Spa as well, where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a free guest anytime. That's only $24.99 a month. We are all strong on this planet, and that's Planet Fitness.
It's the final markdown. This is it, Michigan. The final markdown is on at Feldman Chevrolet. Summer's ending, so are the deals. Get a 2026 Silverado for just $204 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $219 a month. 5 Chevy locations, one massive end of summer clearance. Get in now. These deals won't last. It's the final markdown at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Why don't you come with me, Mazaway, on a magic carpet ride? Hey, listen, Jack's Car Wash and Woodward Sports have partnered up to hook you up with a free car wash. Right.
Come with me, little man.
Yeah, little man. Bro, I did this read. I can't, man. But they are here to partner. They are here to hook you up with a free car wash. Just text WSN to 888-522-1729 and enjoy top-tier service with free vacuums, compressed air, matte cleaning rooms at select locations. Join the Unlimited Club and take advantage of all the perks of being a member. I mean, Maz literally washes his car twice a week, every week of his life. So I'm just saying, you should probably do that too. Upgrades for interior cleaning and detailing at 8 different locations across Michigan as well. Go to jackscarwash.com to see a location near you. Text now and shine on.
Dude, that was out. The spontaneity of that is what got me.
Hey,
that was outstanding.
I work hard, man. Thank you.
Damn right. All right, Maz, hope you're having a great trip. He is on his way down to Nashville. Nothing like family time. Gets to spend some time with his daughter. He is checking out a Vanderbilt game and then the Titans game. We got to do our picks in just a second. Maz is leading the way. JB's right on his behind, though.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right on his behind.
I'm catching up, though.
KG and I are trying to find ourselves.
I had a bounce back week, though. 6-1 last week.
Yeah, I went further in the hole after a great first week.
Oh, man.
Do you hear what Dan said about Michigan, Nebraska? And you've heard us talk about it a couple days now. I 1,000% agree with Dan on this. This is one of the most intriguing games of the week to me. Yeah. I'm serious. Across the board. And you guys, I think you know me. Like, I love watching college football. I can't stress that to you enough, okay? I was the kid when I was younger, the little nerd down the street that wanted to talk about the SEC while everybody was talking about the Big Ten. And I was like, yeah, but did you see this game? Like, I love watching college football. I was tapped into Vanderbilt last week, right? Yeah. I still am looking forward to Miami versus Florida because if anything is going to save Billy Napier, he's got to answer the bell against Miami, and what a statement they could make. But Dan hit the nail on top of the head. There are people out there like me, I don't believe it out of Nebraska, and I don't believe it out of Raiola, okay? You want to change a narrative? How often do we talk about changing a narrative? You don't talk about what you're going to do. You do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is not a great Michigan team yet, okay?
No,
we all know that, right? I mean, again, tell me if this sounds familiar. What they are now and what they might be at the end of the year are two different things, okay? But you want to make a statement and maybe, just maybe, put a dagger into any aspirations they have for getting into the playoff? Take care of your business in Lincoln.
Yeah. I mean, as simple as that, man. And we already saw Michigan drop. I would say it was a winnable game for Michigan against the Sooners that they could have pulled off, but it was a bad start to that game, and they just really could not recover from that point. And also, at that time, they were not opening up the offense and letting Bryce really go out there and try to show what he can do. You did get that against CMU, but can we get that against a real team, I think is the bigger question here. But I think they have all the tools to go out there and beat a Nebraska team that, you know, at the beginning of the year, I said watch out for them, but I meant it more in a way that all of their games are going to look sloppy, but because how easy their schedule is, they'll be able to, you know, be there at the end of the year.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what. There's nothing that the old-timers like more than a former brand jumping back in the scene.
Oh, of course.
There's nothing they love more. Trust me. I've been in some of those Heisman Trophy meetings, okay? These old-timers love the idea of a brand. And Nebraska, make no mistake about it, was an unbelievable brand. They love nothing more than a brand jumping back into the primetime because it reminds them of yesteryear and all that cheesy stuff, okay? Right. You wait. Do you know how much Nebraska is back shit will hear if they knock off the Wolverines Saturday afternoon in Lincoln?
Oh, my God. Matt Rule has returned to prominence.
It is going to rain on us.
Bad.
You just wait. Conversely, JB, you heard Dan, I have such bad feelings about Saturday night that I actually like heading into this game as a Spartan fan because I have zero expectations about this game. I really do. And I understand why it's 17.5. USC's offense has been a juggernaut, and Michigan State's defense is, well, JB, leaving something to be desired. How's that for a statement?
Something?
That's very nice.
I think that's a lot that is leaving to be desired. This is the late night game. Obviously, you and myself are going to be up watching this game in all hours of the night leading over. Maybe we can get some West Coast games a little bit as well, too, mixed in with this. I'm not too sure who's on the schedule, but still, this one, just keep it close. I at least just keep it close.
I feel the same way.
Show me something out there. Don't just lay down and let USC just score on you constantly. Show me something, and then maybe I won't be disappointed heading into, week 5.
Yeah, I think Aiden Childs got a test too, because that defense has improved over there in USC.
100%.
I'm not saying they're world beaters, but they are drastically different from what we saw last year.
That was one of my favorite games. I told you guys, like Neil is one of the dudes. There are a few dudes that, like, they know I'm awake at night. I know they're awake at night, so we would send each other text messages and everything.
Hey, big head.
And it was funny. Like when Neil was over, I said to my wife, I said, "This is the guy that I'm having the affair with on Saturday nights." This is and she's like, "Well, it's nice to put a name to the face of the homewrecker and everything." I said, "Well, this is this is the guy." But I used to love watching those USC games when Caleb was there.
Yeah,
because it's like. Defense was optional.
Yeah, for real.
There was no lead that was safe. I watched so many games where, you would think you're watching a Michigan football game and you're up by 21 points. That shit's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's a fact.
Never with USC.
No.
Never with USC. It was fascinating to stay up late and watch some of those games. And to your point, KG, I don't think they roll like that anymore, man. They put more of a premium on that defense. So Childs has his work cut out for him. All right, listen, we got one more segment. We'll get to it in just a second. KG is going to give you that Black Rock Filet Friday giveaway as well.
Yes, sir.
Good luck with that, man. A lot of choices, but Maz loves this shit. So in a tip of the cap to our boy Maz, it's time for our picks. He went all NFL again. Maz is 13-8. JB is 12-9.
I'm 10-1 for some reason.
Yeah, 10-11, and I'm bringing up the rear at 9-12. And I don't know how he does it. He always finds just ass-butt games.
Yeah, the slop.
Like he really does. And I think maybe that's why he's on top, because there's some angle he's looking at or something like that.
Yeah, that's Maz, man. We love him.
Packers at Browns. The Browns are given 7.5. KG.
Woo!
Somebody write these down for Maz.
Yeah, I got him.
All right, thank you.
It's hard for me to see the Browns covering that spread, man. If the Dolphins can cover 12, though, I don't know. You know what? Give me the pack.
JB.
Ooh, what's it, 7?
Yeah,
7.5.
The Browns are terrible. I'm sorry. Get the pack cover.
Joe Flacco don't do it for you?
No. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Give me the pack in this one.
Listen, I was willing to give, I think it went off at 12 last week. I was willing to give 12 with the Ravens because it was such a get-right game for them.
Yeah.
It's not a get-right game for the Pack, but I'll still give the 7.5 gleefully.
Yeah.
I'll give it gleefully. Bengals at Vikes.
Yeah.
This is gross.
The Vikes are giving 2.5. JB.
You know what? Jake Brown, and show me something. Give me the Bengals.
Y'all
on this
better
one.
stop playing with Jake.
Give me the Bengals on this one. I still got confidence in him.
Every time that man has been called upon, he has delivered, man. I'm going with Jake Browning and the points.
Gosh,
Give
damn
me
it.
the Bengals.
So am I. So am I.
Of course.
Jeez, and that like I feel badly. I'm disrespecting KOC because I really do. I think he's a hell of a coach, man.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
but we don't know what JJ we're gonna get
right
that Sunday. So
Cowboys at Bears. The Bears are getting
watching this game.
The Bears are getting. I am
surprised.
I am. Listen,
you'd be surprised.
JB, I am so hate watching that game at 4:25. 4:25.
Oh, yeah.
I am so hate watching this game at 4:25. It's going to be insane.
I'm going to the cider mill.
I'm going Cowboys all day.
My over-under, this is a side bet. My over-under is 100 fuck the Bears screams during the game.
Yeah,
too.
right.
You know where you just go, oh, fuck the Bears. And Bears are getting 1.5. KG, where are you going?
No way the Bears can keep that within 1.5. Give me the Cowboys all day. How about them Cowboys?
JB?
I don't even want to watch this game, but give me the Cowboys.
By a landslide.
Across the board.
By a landslide.
Why? Well, I know why Maz did this, because Maz is going to be at the game. Colts at the Titans. The Titans are getting 4.5.
Ooh, this is tough.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Danny Dimes.
Oh, no, he's Indiana Jones now.
Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. All right. The point-a-minute Colts, who don't punt. They don't believe in punting. I'm gonna lay the 4.5.
That's tough because I feel like Cam Ward had a better showing last week. Give me the Titans, man. Why not? Why not?
All right. KG,
give me the Titans in the board. I'm trying to make up some ground right here.
All right, take those shots. The Indiana's punter has taken the first 2 weeks off of the NFL, so give me the Colts.
Rams and Eagles. I'm really intrigued at this game.
Yeah.
I'm still not going against the Eagles. I can't do it.
No.
I just, if they're laying 3.5, I think the Rams will keep it close, 4-5 within a score type of thing. But the Eagles will find a way. I'll take the Eagles and lay the 3.5.
Is Stafford still upright at this present moment?
Right.
Right. Give me the Eagles, man.
JB.
Ooh. All right. Well, you know what? I think to celebrate Matthew Stafford's best friend retiring, I think he goes out here and wins this game.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams on this one, and I'll take the points.
I can see Mass taking the Rams, too.
Get your Detroit Rams shirt out.
Right. I know Mass taking
Burn
the Rams.
every piece of that. Like, stop it. That's such a bad bit. Broncos at Chargers. Chargers are getting 2.5.
This is an intriguing game right here.
KG, I agree with you.
Give me the Chargers, man. I wanted to take the Broncos so bad. So bad.
I want to take the Broncos, too.
So bad I wanted to do that. Give me the Chargers.
Oh, Bo Nix. Oh.
Justin Herbert better not disappoint me. I keep hearing this Justin Herbert hype. This shit better be real.
Give me the Chargers as well,
I know.
too.
I think Jim Harbaugh's got that team rolling. I do.
Okay.
I think they'll fail in the playoff, but
yeah,
that's just in their DNA.
They might win that division. Neil might not have been wrong. He was the first one on it.
Chiefs at Giants. The Giants are giving 6.5 to the Chiefs. 6.5 to the Chiefs. They look like shit. Listen, Kansas City, have we talked about that enough?
No way they lose this game.
They're not going to lose this game, but you know what? The 6.5 scares the shit out of me.
And it should. Give me the G-Man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Giants.
They're not
going to
lose, though, right?
Cam Scatterbo is going to bring the game within 3.
Kansas City's not going to lose this, right?
No, I know they can't lose, bro.
I can't even take the Giants at 6.5. I know I should, but I'm not going to.
If the Chiefs lose, is it over?
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like over. Like they can't make the playoffs.
I can't. Okay, I thought when you said over, like over for Mahomes. No. Yes. Yeah, I really think so. Yes. 0-3.
Super Bowl, will they make the playoffs if they're 0-3? Come on, Sean. Give them
no.
Some.
No.
Get the people some, Sean.
No. 0-3. I don't buy it. I
can't count.
I'm taking the Chiefs. Gosh damn it, I feel dirty, but I'm taking the Chiefs because I like your logic behind this. I do. This is like a 23-20, 23-19 shit fest, right?
Yeah, big fat. It's gonna be a.
And I'm taking.
Game.
Well, there's a reason I'm in last. That's why I'm taking the Chiefs.
It is going to be a slop show. Go
All
ahead,
right, JB, where are you going?
Hey guys, you ever did anything dangerous?
Oh boy,
Giants Nation.
Let's ride. Hey, Jay Bizzle.
Giants win this game. Cover.
Win it.
They win and cover. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they're in shambles, going 0-3. They don't know what to do.
Cam Scatterbo legacy game. Let's go. I'm with it.
All right, we're up against it. We got to give the BlackRock giveaway out. Shout out to our friends from BlackRock. JB's going to let us know what's trending. JB, where are we going before you do that?
We got to hear from Vin Johnson, but first let me clear up these super chats from our guy Freddie Fell 313.
Shout out
199. Michigan by at least 10 over Timu Mahomes.
I hope so. I pray to God you right.
I don't buy that guy. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
I don't buy
Patrick Mahomes don't buy him either.
Yeah,
he does. Look at that. He like,
yeah, he does.
What is this guy
doing? Yeah, no, good call, Freddie.
And we got $20 sent in from Blue coming through.
God bless you.
This is the first time we've seen you in the chat.
Shout out.
My last name, Ward. My mom's wanted to see Barry Sanders so bad. We went to their practice and told them she's Andre Ware's aunt. Best time of my life. R.I.P. Mama Moral. It lasted until he said he didn't know us.
Hey, rest in peace, Mama Moral, man. That is an awesome story.
That is fantastic. I love every second of it.
That's hilarious. We appreciate you, Blue, coming
Props,
through, man.
Blue.
Come through with us more often, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you.
That's hilarious, man. Rest in peace, Mom.
Let's hear from Ben Johnson.
All right, corporations, the government, even your insurance company, they will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation, okay? That's why the guilty must be punished. You need justice. You contact the fighter. When something goes wrong, you make Ben Johnson your first call. Law and Ven. They 3-letter words. They're going to take care of you. You get the fighter in your corner. Get the justice that you deserve. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Tigers are the best team in baseball. Get the best coverage in Detroit right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Every Scooble start, every green homer, and all the action can be followed on all of our social media. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's World Series or bust, Detroit, and we are here for the ride. Woodward Sports.
This is it, Michigan. The final markdown is on at Feldman Chevrolet. Summer's ending, so are the deals. Get a 2026 Silverado for just $204 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $219 a month. 5 Chevy locations, 1 massive end-of-summer clearance. Get in now. These deals won't last. It's the final markdown at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Listen, our friends over at Black Rock, we absolutely love these guys. They always hook it up, and they got some of the best food in the game right now. So why don't you go to Black Rock? And if you do, you mention Woodward Sports, you can get 20% off your entire food bill. Just for the listeners, man, make sure you mention in Woodward Sports. And who don't want to save 20% on anything these days? Inflation is absolutely crazy. But if you are looking to go to Black Rock, they got Tasty Tuesdays, Thursday steak and scampi combo, ooh, and Sunday sips, man. Also check out the new summer flavors menu with pineapple brulee cheesecake. Oh my God, I gotta try that. You crack right at the table or crack into some crab legs. Shout out Jameis. Don't forget to enter our giveaways. As you see, Black Rock is doing all types of giveaways over the summer and fall months. It's not just a meal, it's an experience only at Black Rock.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment of the show. So glad you guys can join us. Speaking of Black Rock,
yeah,
KG, we got to give out the Black Rock Filet Friday dinner giveaway. The person that KG's about to announce is going to get an 8-ounce filet, soup, salad, and side. Compliments from our friends at Black Rock. KG, the winner is...
Oh, this was a tight race between Jordan Lionheart and Shy216, but guess what, y'all? I can't give it to y'all because Blue came through at the last second. We love it, Super Chat. Rest in peace, Mama Moral. You get the Black Rock filet, free filet. Just make sure, what is it, Brendan's email, JB?
Yeah, I'm posting it in the chat right now and gonna pin it as well too.
All right, so
Brendan B at woodwardsports.com.
Make sure he's gonna pin that to the chat. Make sure you email Brendan and we will get that over to you. But congratulations to Blue coming through.
Congratulations on that. One more thing. What better way to end a Friday show than finding out what's trending with JB Smoove. JB?
Hey, what's going on, chat family? You guys, Sean, I got to ask you this as well, too. I know you enjoy the cider mill, but do you enjoy the activities at the cider mill? In one particular, a corn maze?
Yeah, I do, actually. I do. Like, even when I was a kid, I liked it. I don't know why. It reminded me, like, I'd always pretend it was the movie Shining. I'm right behind you, Danny.
Right.
Remember Jack going nuts chasing Danny through that? I'm right behind you, Danny. And
you kind of got that look, too. You got the Jack.
Well, you got to get the crazy
You gotta get
eyes.
the crazy eyes.
It's still there.
Right.
The gene's still there. The birthday boy's here, by the way.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Jets and the Giants? Huh? You know who was a great athlete? Bo Jackson. He was a great athlete. OJ just had a bad day. Oh, what do you mean? That's all it was. Secretariat. Now that's an athlete.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Spencer.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
celebrating
Yes.
Spencer
There's
today.
cake in the back. Lydia made me a cake.
Nice.
So,
Oh, hey.
birthday cake in the back if you guys want some.
What type of cake, man?
I don't know. I asked for German chocolate, and she said she would try it and do it, but I don't know. It looks really good, though, whatever it is. I haven't tried it yet.
I'm
a little too early for cake.
Cake at 10 in the morning? Why not?
I'm
Yeah,
a firm believer in a place like this that birthday cake just tastes better with your shirt off.
That's
I'm
true.
that
is true.
I'm a huge believer. So
That is true.
no, I do. You guys can laugh at me. I like corn mazes.
Well, you're probably going to enjoy this corn maze then, because they've done it before. But the Long Family Farm in Commerce, Michigan, they have made another Lions corn maze for everyone. This time celebrating one Mr. 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's fire
that
right
you can
there.
go
Dude,
through.
With the touchdown.
How the
Sully.
hell do you make that?
I have no idea.
Aliens.
Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Clearly it's aliens.
Guys, I'm telling you, when I lived in Jersey,
That's your best impression.
Oh, when I was in Jersey, there wasn't any corn. We just ran around outside and scared each other.
Oh.
I used to go on the streets and pick up scrap metal and bring them into a guy, and he'd give me money for dinner.
they love the Atlantic coast, guys.
Why are you giving Bass a list? I don't understand.
No.
I'm serious.
I'm not an AFC guy. I don't know. I can't explain it.
That's just the way I feel.
I don't like the AFC. It's-
Sometimes he does go Sylvester to Putty Tat, you know?
No, he does
No, I'm
sometimes.
serious.
Seriously, Sean. I'm not an AFC guy.
You can't get mad at me. I just didn't like it.
I love you, Maz.
All right, we love you too, Maz. I got this for you guys as well too. I don't know if you've seen this or came across this, but apparently Shaq Barrett still has it in him. He was changing his baby's diaper, and he did everything in his powers to avoid this diarrhea. Apparently, as he leaped from his chair to avoid.
What the fuck?
Who is that?
Shaq Barrett.
He leaped.
Is he still jobless? Can we sign Shaq Barrett?
Yeah, please, bro. We can use him.
I'll take Shaq
I mean,
Barrett.
he's just at home changing diapers.
The
apparently.
reflexes still good.
Listen, he can get after the quarterback like
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good explosion.
Dog,
Pretty good explosion. Probably good. He got up, dude. That's crazy.
Look at this shit.
Look at that shit on top of the couch.
Oh,
Oh,
so
man.
gross.
It's just pure
Damn, go.
Look at that.
I'm so glad I don't have any kids,
It's
dude.
pure bile. Just wait.
Oh, man.
You
Yeah,
guys don't
dog,
know what you're in for.
It's not fun. No, I've changed a diaper or
Oh,
two.
my
It's not
gosh.
fun. It's not fun.
Yeah,
You're in the blast zone.
I not changing diapers, nothing, none of that nature at all. And finally, I will end what's trending with this. I don't know about you, Planet Fitness, but you need to kick this guy out. This is just too much sweat. As my man was on the treadmill, dripping sweat in the sweatsuit.
Come on, big dog.
They
And
don't have enough of that spray to clean that up.
Yeah,
man.
no, and you know he's not gonna clean it up. He
No,
gonna
you
walk
know
right
he's
by the
not.
spray. He's that guy.
I
can
swear to
tell.
God, it is one of the most infuriating things.
I can't stand
And
that
I'm the
shit.
guy, I glare at them. I'm
Yeah,
not going to lie.
yeah.
I'm not glare guy. You know me. I'm pretty easygoing. But, like, honestly, some dude, and I watch him do that, it's just like...
Yeah, we not saying you got to be a custodian, but damn, do something, bro. You just fucking touch your sweaty ass
It's
all
that
over the equipment.
simple. It's just a quick wipe, man. Come on.
Gross.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah,
So much sweat.
Jeez.
he getting it in at least, but goddamn.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys. Stick it here all weekend long.
Pause.
All day. No, seriously. Hey, All holes are open, okay?
Get your fantasy jerk on.
You're right.
Listen, you
Fantasy
get your jerk
jerks.
on. No,
You gotta jerk it during the read.
You got Big T. You
gotta
Big
jerk
T
it during the
coming up,
read.
Braylon and Shep. You got the heavyweights. You got the college show tomorrow. Haley and Justin. As I said, this week the heavyweights will take you up to the Lions game as well. Enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you Monday morning. Peace.